far and wide for anyone on the Discord that wants to be notified that we're going live, which we have done. Greetings, Earthriders. Just got a few minutes here, but it's just like, oh my god, it seems like all I ever have is a few minutes. Let's take advantage of it. All right, what I got here? Everything takes time, especially when you don't want it to, right? So what we have here is, I've just gotten out of the, never remember the name of it, Caspian Explorer. It is a beautiful ship. It is a large ship. It is excellent for long-range exploration. Oh, burps. But, to my chagrin, I have learned that it is terrible for exobiology. And exobiology seems to be, as far as I can tell, and I'm fairly confident in saying this, the most lucrative aspect of exploration. If you're not doing exobiology, if you're just doing mapping, discovery, you're just leaving so much on the table. I went out to, are we stuck? What happened? Oh, enter. There's so many keyboard shortcuts that trip me up in this game. Tab is the worst one. I don't know how many times I have tried to back out of something and hit tab because that works in Fallout 76. And ended up engaging my Rust thing. Starport services. I want to see how much money we have. I had over 300 million when I started playing again. I tried doing some combat missions and pirates. Lost. Upgraded a Type 10 Heavy. Lost it 3 times, at least twice. But between the upgrades and the losing it, I was down to about 20 or 30 million. I'm not sure. And probably closer to 10. But I've spent money since then as well. Then I went on a single, little exploration trip. I really need to just undock. Down to here. Well, actually here. No, I didn't want to set a course. I just wanted to go to it. And can we look at the, yeah, we can look at the system map. And while this system had been pre-discovered, can we get the information? Oh, it's still loading. So there's like one planet that I got a first footfall on. It was a moon. No big deal. And then we select, let's say it was this one. Oh, it's this. What tells you the good stuff. That ain't it. That ain't it. I thought it was here. Maybe it was a different one. But several of these planets had biology on them, and so I took my Caspian Explorer. So I just went out like 700, 800. How do I get back? Light years. This is the. Oh, that's where I am now. Double click. It's in a neighboring one. So 503 light years outside the edge of the bubble. And did some mapping, discovery. Most of the stuff had already been discovered. A bubble, and then also went to this system, which was undiscovered. I'm not too worried about anyone watching this and jumping in there, because first of all, no one's going to jump in there. This system wasn't that great. Oh, it will let me see the system map. It didn't let me do that before. So most of these planets... Oh, maybe this isn't the system. So this is a different system. Maybe this is the one that had the... Doesn't matter. What was I saying? So basically I did a lot of mapping, a little footfall, and some exobiology on 2 or 3 planets in 2 systems, 500 light years outside the bubble. Came back, turned my stuff in, got like 10 to 15, I'm going to say, million for my exploration discoveries. Went to Vista Genomics and got 54 million. Now, I got to say that the exobiology in this case was tedious, frustrating, time-consuming. It was not very time-efficient. I just hit tab again. But it paid well. Credits per hours, maybe not that well, especially considering the extra travel time. But the biggest problem was landing this ship on uneven terrain. It was terrible. So my goal today, I believe we have one landable planet in the system that I'm in, and it may even be a bad example. Well, we have several. Mass. That's low mass. I kind of want something that is, I don't know. What I really want is something that's rocky. Wow, that's very low. So, rocky world. Let's just head here. I don't know anything about this planet other than that right there says that it's rocky. So, use backspace instead of tab. I need to get into that habit, because backspace seems to do the same thing. Auto launch, because I'm not that invested in my piloting skills. Time check, 9:33. Okay, we don't have a lot of time. I think we've got enough time for one landing. I was hoping to do 2. I'm not sure, but I think I also have my DB Explorer here. What I was hoping is that we could try to land near the same landmark on the same planet with the 2 different ships to see the difference in difficulty. But this planet may end up being very smooth. Oh, man. Alright, we can speed things up. And once we are not mass locked, we'll engage the FSD. And shift drive engaged. Charging. Alright.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
3,000 light seconds. So we'll probably want to use the SCO. But before we do, let me engage the... Is that the one we're going to? No. I said 3,000 light seconds, so it ought to be down here. There it is. Do that. Backspace. Alright, now I'm going to get out of alignment and engage the Super Cruise overcharge. Watching the time, we get down to about a minute on the timer, and we're still 3,000 light seconds away. but we've gotten away from that gravity well. And I don't know how soon we can hit this again, but I can hit it again and then try to reduce that time, because you can see the time is actually counting up as we're slowing down. Now, you know how this works. Boom. Tried to get that under 20 seconds. So that was 1,000 light seconds we shaved off right there. I think we'll do one more. Yep. All right. Once we get down, we're going pretty fast, but I'm going to go ahead and get the Super Cruise Assist engaged here. It'll slow us down, but it'll save me the embarrassment of a flyby. Tower requesting a flyby. Oh, it's a negative. Should be putting socks on. I should definitely be putting socks on. And we're definitely not going to have time for a second ship. Barely have time for a landing. If it's easy. If it's hard, that's another thing. I also want to do some Odyssey stuff. Although the basic Artemis suit is adequate for exobiology. Now I think this is going to put me in orbit. If not, we'll just crash into the, what you call it, whatever that blue line. Interactive, I can't remember what the thing's called. All right, so we're gonna fly around the dark side. Get up here, let's disengage the assist. With K, which I have mapped to 75% throttle. Using keyboard and mouse. Whoa! You missed out on the CG Max Artemis. I did! What the heck is that? Is it too late? It sounds great. Tell me more. Do I just need to Google that? I am genuinely enthusiastic about the thing I don't know about. That blue line. There it is. Okay, and we're back to the light side. All right. Are there any... That mountain kind of stands out. This topography over here stands out. Yeah, too late. Oh, also game isn't shut. Damn it. Thank you. Because I suck. I've only been doing this 8 years. Any day now, I'm gonna get good at this.
Orbital flight engaged.
5 Artemis with night vision, better sprint, better jump. Oh, better battery. Sounds great. I've got grade 1 Artemis and is it Maverick? I do plan on doing a little bit of settlement stuff. Oh yeah, this looks like it's going to be pretty rough for the landing in this giant behemoth. Gravity's pretty low here, so I'm not too worried about coming in hot. We're actually going to overshoot where I want to go. One nice thing about buying a ship with real-world money is You break it, get a new stock one for free. Anywhere in the galaxy. If I understand correctly. If you touch the Caspian down when it's blue and it won't land, just sit there for a few seconds and it will eventually let you. I did not have that experience. This actually looks pretty smooth. Maybe when we get closer, we're still a kilometer up. But I think you'd probably agree there are some places this thing won't land. Oh, landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, this planet is a little bit smoother than what I've been dealing with, or had been dealing with. So if we get close, 50, 45. Wanna get shit-faced and watch you. University. The, Spellcaster University? I was actually thinking about that not too long ago. I have not played it since I streamed it. Alright, camera suite. So this is smoother than what I've been landing on, and this is all also giving me problems. I can probably land on this, even though it says no. And we're even. Let's take a look at the landing gear again. Burp. I'm gonna have to head out in a couple minutes here. I'm probably already gonna be late to work. You know, this looks like we've got 4 points pretty close to being in contact. But I always bring a scorpion and like the realism having to actually. Yeah. But I think what I'm going to do is, for the sake of exobiology, is just use a Diamondback Explorer. I'm going to rock a little bit. No, 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 no. And we'll go forward a little bit. Oh, got possible. All right, so that was much easier than I had been experiencing, but it does kind of show the quirkiness, the intolerance that the larger ship has in trying to land. I wonder if are there ships with 3-point landing that are large? Is the Python maybe? Anyway, I was hoping that I could also do a Diamondback Explorer landing, but I need to get out of here. I know, we just started. I almost forgot to turn off the controls. Luckily, we were already landed, or that would have been a little fiasco. And I love the look of the ship. It's comfortable to drive. It gets around. Good jump range. I don't even have it maxed out jump range. Well, another thing I don't like about it is this bar. Let's get up here. Right here, it just blocks what I want to see too often. Maybe there's a way in the livery that you can take that out. I don't know, but 2 pips set for recalls. Auto. Just to avoid overcorrections, use the 2 pips? Is that what you're saying? See how that would work. Joyful, just getting ready to go. I thought, I know. I had that 72-day streak. I think it was actually turned into 74-day streak. And then I think I've streamed like twice since then. And it's 9:45, so I should already be out the door, and I don't even have my shoes on. All right. Well, I wanted to show how bad the Caspian Explorer is for landing, and we picked a reasonably easy planet to land on, and it still gave us a little difficulty, but we overcame. I should have deliberately looked for a harder spot to land, I think. And maybe next time we'll do the Diamondback Explorer. I spent a lot of time at work last night plotting out what I need to do for the progress that I want to make in the game, and I probably will stop playing it within 3 months and accomplish very little of that, maybe half. Sometimes Autoland will keep correcting you. I just got through saying I need to go, and here I'm still yapping away. Do I have Autoland turned off? Is that what's going on? Auto dock, auto launch, auto land. Oh. So if move forward a little bit. Now, do I have to hit anything for auto land? Oh, it's auto land in progress. I might have to rethink this. Switching to the DBX. Although, it's still struggling. But at least I can do this while I put my shoes on. So, yeah, you can land the Caspian Explorer. Just bring a book. Well, I know one thing. When I'm out in the Scorpion and then I hit recall, it usually doesn't have too much trouble finding a spot that's, say, within 300 or 400 meters. But one of the planets, moons, whatever, planetoids I was on, what a giant pain in the ass trying to land this thing. I would spend, there were, I will say, at least 3 landing spots that looked good enough, rougher than where we were. What are we even looking at here? You can do it. Having a hard time. So this doesn't look that uneven. It's a little uneven, but it is struggling. That actually looks like some fungus over there. Technically, it's easier to dock a ski boat than an aircraft carrier. True, true. Oh, try going for 2 pips. I do this and this and this. I think that, well, let's take a look. No, that didn't work. Oh, not letting me do 2 pips. Well, we've got a little bit of a comedy of errors here. Shots. Yeah, like half of my Instagram, which I don't even use anymore, is shots from X. Did I just leave this running and go to work? Throttle up and oh, okay, yeah. So if we go up pips and throttle down and level out and auto landing in progress. I don't think this is gonna make that much of a difference. You're the expert. Oh, I gotta go. Where you from, sir? Kentucky? I'm from California, living in Missouri. Hope I haven't missed any chat. Oh, it's getting close. Getting close. Got a blue dot. Whoopity-doo! Maybe the 2 pips did make all the difference. Wow, and there's a big chunk of rock right there. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I'm terrible about getting online, so I will make no promises about see you soon. I want to see you soon, but just have to see. But for now, I need to go be late for work. So, until next time, always my friend when you're here. Be well. Something didn't work.